Dear students, very good morning. Welcome back from Bharat Sir to e-learning program. As you all know, my dear student, I expect and I think that you must be catching me all concept, understand, though we are not in classroom. Okay. Chemistry continues as you all know. And before we start today's lecture, that's in chapter 2, you know, acid, base, and salt, that continues. Before we start, let me write lecture number 7 today. Okay. Now, my dear student, what you need to understand is that before we start today's lecture, some briefing regarding previous lecture, because the topic which we are going to discuss in this lecture, understand that topic has some interrelation with the topic which we studied in the previous lecture. They are actually interrelated. In the previous lecture, if you can remember, I told you one thing. For acid, presence of which ion, can you remember? H3O plus, though it is spoken as hydronium ion, but we will, for the simplicity of study, we will always speak hydrogen ion rather than speaking hydronium ion. Okay, I will generally speak hydrogen ion only, so that it will not create much confusion in your mind. I will speak hydrogen ion, but for acid, hydrogen ion is a must, and for base, my dear student, for base, hydroxide ion is a must. So one thing has been quite clear in minds of all of us. In my mind and in your mind, one thing is clear, that for acid, presence of hydrogen ion, I will speak hydrogen ion, though I will write H3O plus. For acid, presence of hydrogen ion, and for base, presence of hydroxide ion. Understand? So if I speak one word here, will you agree with that word? If I speak the word that strength of the acid, mind this word, strength of the acid depends on the concentration of hydrogen ion in a solution. Obviously, in previous lecture at the end I told you that the world famous scientists Svante Arrhenius and Laurie Bronsted defined acid and base when the chemical definition is that only, that the substance which when dissolved in water release H plus ion is acid, and the substance which is when dissolved in water produce OH minus ion are base. So in any solution, whether you prepare acidic solution or basic solution, how will you prepare acidic solution? Just try to understand, my dear student. If I want to prepare acidic solution or basic solution, whatever you want to prepare, you have to prepare solution in H2O, that you all know. When you prepare, when you dissolve acid in water, you call it acidic solution, that so you all know. Okay, when you dissolve acid in water, you call it acidic solution. And when you dissolve base in water, what you call it? You call it basic solution. Now the question is that when you dissolve acid in water, it obviously releases which ion? H plus ion. When base is dissolved in water, it releases which ion? OH minus ion. Now, my dear student, the presence of H plus ion in solution, I should write that word for you, solution. Here also solution. Try to understand, my dear student. When you prepare acidic or basic solution, the presence of hydrogen ion in solution determines whether the solution is concentrated or dilute. That means whether the solution is more acidic or means more acidic or less acidic, that is determined by concentration of which ion? Hydrogen ion. Whether the solution is more basic or less basic, that is also determined by what? The more basic, okay, or less basic, that is determined by concentration of which ion? OH minus ion. Understand? Means presence of these two ion actually determines, presence of H plus ion determines whether the solution is more acidic or less acidic. More concentration of H plus ion, hydrogen ion in solution means it is more acidic. Less concentration of hydrogen ion in solution means it is less acidic. More concentration of hydroxide ion in solution means more basic. Less concentration of hydroxide ion, understand, that means it is less basic. Now, my dear student, what actually the topic of today's lecture is, suppose I give you 5 solutions and I ask you, all are acidic solution. That I am clarifying to you that I am giving you 5 solutions, all are acidic. And now if I ask you a question, okay, which is more acidic, which is less acidic, how can you justify? You say this is more, this is less, this is less, this is more, this is less. That's not the identification. Actually, you require some particular digitalized accurate measurement to determine acidity of the solution. Understand? As well as you also need, in the same way, if I give you, take an example, 4 solution and I ask you, understand, that which just compare 4 or 5 basic solution, which is more basic, which is less basic, how will you justify, my dear student? Becomes very difficult. At that time also you need some particular digitalized accurate measurement. Understand? And that particular digitalized exact measurement, understand, will actually gives us an idea. That particular measurement is the exactness of the acidity or basicity of the solution. Like in case of fever, if 5 people are there in front of you and all have caught fever, how will you say, okay, who has more fever, less fever? So actually we have got an accurate mathematical measurement. Understand that this person's body temperature is 101, means he has 101 degree fever, some has 102 degree fever. So that degree measurement is actually the exactness, mathematical measurement of assessing whether that person has this much fever or this person has this much fever. So like fever can be digitalized, and it can be, if exactness of it can be measured by Fahrenheit scale or Celsius scale or Kelvin scale, whatever. So my dear student, if I give you any solution and I ask you determine how much acidic is, how much basic is, so more, less, medium, lesser, understand those words are not going to be counted. At that time, you require some particular exact measurement scale, understand, to measure acidity or basicity. We require some measurements, understand, and that particular measurement scale actually determines whether the solution is how much acidic, exact measurement, how much basic. So my dear student, that particular measurement, which is our today's topic, to determine whether the solution is how much acidic or basic, and that is known as pH scale, which we are going to study today. pH scale is actually exact measurement scale, understand, for justifying or ascertaining acidity and basicity of any substance. Acidity or basicity of any substance can be justified, can be measured exactly, understand, by measuring its pH scale, pH measurement. Like degree and Fahrenheit scale is the mathematical measurement of hotness of any object. Similarly, the pH scale is actually a digitalized exact measurement of acidity or basicity of any solution. Understand? So our today's topic is pH scale. This is, I just briefed you, okay, why pH scale was felt essential and necessary throughout the world. Understand? And then it was discovered, right, pH scale to determine acidity or basicity of any solution. Okay, so I am just erasing, and today's topic, this was just a briefing, understood. Today's our topic is pH scale. That is what we are going to discuss in detail today. pH scale, okay. Chalo. Let us discuss pH scale in detail. So I am writing, I just briefed you, and now our today's topic is pH scale. What is pH scale? It is mathematical scale to determine whether the given substance is how much acidic, how much basic. Understood? Now, in textbook they haven't mentioned, but in our material we have provided you that this pH scale was actually invented by one chemist of Denmark, SPL Sorensen. The name you need to remember because he gave us a good gift. SPL Sorensen. Understand? He was the first scientist to define pH scale. Okay? Because in textbook in our new course, they haven't discussed any, uh, actually in last year, not last year, before that, in old course, there were numericals to find pH scale. But in our new course, there were no numericals involved to find pH scale. Though we make the student practice them, and we are keeping that topic, understand, for you. When we meet live, we will practice those numericals in detail. Understand, just now you just have to understand pH scale actually. How SPL Sorensen defined pH scale. Understand? Because my dear student, mentioning of pH is already in your textbook, though it is not discussed in detail, we have to understand definition of pH scale. First, I will just write, like in mirror formula, I will just write the symbolic form of pH scale, and then we will try to define pH scale. Okay, my dear student, you can note down with me. First, I am just writing its symbolic format. pH equals to minus log, logarithm not for new for you because you studied in 9th standard, okay, log to the base 10 of H3O plus ion. As you know, this is what I have just written, the symbolic form, symbolic format of pH scale I have written. Now, if I want to define it, you will note down. It has been given in material also, but just now, because you are seated with book, you can note down pH. What symbolic format I have written? pH equals to minus log 10 in bracket H3O plus. Let us try to define it in word. Each and every word you note down. See, pH scale can be defined as negative logarithm to the base 10 of hydrogen ion concentration in mole per liter. Okay, this is the word you need to understand it. Should I speak the definition again? Actually, this is one of the unit of measuring concentration. There are many different units of measuring concentration, but you have to understand and remember only one unit, that is mole per liter. When we meet live, we will discuss about the various units of concentration. Just now only one, mole per liter. Understand? Mole per liter means in per liter how many moles of hydrogen ion are there. Mole I do not have to discuss with you because mole concept in detail you have already understood in 9th standard. 1 mole equal to 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 atoms, ions, molecules, whatever that you know. 1 mole means what? So mole per liter means how many moles of hydrogen ion are present in per liter water, means per liter solution. Understand? Can you define it again? pH scale can be defined as Start from here with me. Negative logarithm to the base 10 of hydrogen ion concentration in solution in mole per liter. That means if you know the hydrogen ion concentration in mole per liter, obviously in any solution, then you are able to find its pH by this particular formula. Actually, this is like mirror formula. Understand? If you know hydrogen ion concentration, understand, which has to be expressed in mole per liter, then you are able to find pH of any solution. Any solution's pH can be found out if you know the concentration of hydrogen ion, obviously in mole per liter. See, there are few words also. You can speak it mole per liter, or you can speak it as molarity. Molarity. Instead of every time you use word molarity, we are speaking capital M, which can be spoken as molar. This is to be spoken as molar. Understand? So if I speak like concentration of hydrogen ion is 2 mole per liter, I can simply speak 2 molar. What? Either I speak 2 mole per liter, or I can speak 2 molar. 2 molar means 2 moles per liter. Understand? But one thing has been clear, my dear student. If you know concentration of hydrogen ion in any solution, you are able to find pH scale of any solution quite easily. The only thing you require is that you need to know the concentration of hydrogen ion in that. Suppose, my dear student, let us try to solve one simple example. Suppose if somebody asks me, if the question is that the pH, just note down with me, the pH of distilled water. Distilled water means you all know, no? Pure water, understand, without any minerals, is dash. If somebody asks you this question, pH of distilled water is dash, how will you find? I have already told you that if you want to find pH, understand, of any pH of any solution, you need to know what? Concentration of hydrogen ion in that. And now, my dear student, distilled water, that means pure water, is ultimately neither acidic nor basic. Actually, it is neutral. Understand? Because pure or distilled water is neutral, how it can happen? It must have equal proportion of acid and base. Means equal proportion of which two ion? Hydrogen ion and hydroxide ion. Understand? So let us, my dear student, try to find pH of distilled water. Okay, let us do it. Chalo. Let us try to find pH of distilled water. What I spoke just now, distilled water means totally neutral water. It has equal concentration, proportion of acidic ion and basic ion. Acidic ion means hydrogen ion. Basic ion means hydroxide ion. So if I know concentration of hydrogen ion or hydroxide ion, which is equal in a distilled water, I am able to find its pH definitely, and it has been estimated by the scientists that in distilled water, we are talking of distilled water, okay? In distilled water, just try to understand, in distilled water, concentration of hydrogen ion or hydroxide ion, as I told you, there needs to be in equal proportion because it is neutral water, understand, is you have to remember is 1.0 into 10 raised to minus 7 molar. Molar means you know mole per liter. It has been estimated by the scientists of the world that concentration of hydrogen ion in or hydroxide ion in distilled water is fixed, that is 1.0 into 10 raised to minus 7. Either you speak mole per liter or you speak molar, both are equal. Either can be spoken as mole per liter or molar. In when we solve numerical, I will not speak mole per liter, I will speak molar only, and you will understand molar means mole per liter. So because you know the concentration of hydrogen ion and hydroxide ion, understand, in distilled water, let us try to find its pH. Okay, my dear student, somewhat you need to remind 9th standard. Some rules of logarithm will apply here. Okay, let me write. First definition, can you remember? Minus log to the base 10 of hydrogen ion concentration in, as you know, mole per liter. Chalo. Log 10, okay, minus log 10 in bracket, what should I write? 1.0 lakho ke 1, it is all equal, into 10 raised to minus 7 up till okay. Now you need to understand some rules. If I multiply, I am just writing log 10 and here I multiply with this, so n raised to minus 7, my dear student. Now do you remember the rule of the log? What's the rule? The power, actually the rule of the log is like this. If log x raised to n, and here suppose 10, so this n will be transferred here. This way you can write x to the base 10. So here minus 7 is transferred here. Okay, so what it happens? This minus sign, minus 7 transferred here. What is left? Log 10 to the base 10. Okay. One another rule of log which is studied in 9th standard, that is log a to the base a, suppose, so that is equal to 1. So this is minus minus plus, that is 7 into 1. So what is pH? 7. So one thing has been, I am just taking a pause for you so that you can understand the steps. First we wrote the definition, means a symbolic format, minus log 10 H3O plus, minus log 10 hydrogen ion concentration, what is that? 1 into 10 raised to minus 7. Next step, 1 multiplied with 10 raised to minus 7. So obviously multiply with 1, it turns out to be 10 raised to minus 7. Then minus 7 is transferred here, minus minus plus 7 log 10 to the base, which remains 1, and answer is 7. That means, my dear student, one thing is clear, pH of distilled water is 7. This is clear in your mind. Means just now we have taken example of distilled water, but ultimately one thing has been clear in your mind. Any neutral solution has pH 7. This is final. Understand, any, just now we have taken distilled water, but you should remember any neutral solution has pH 7. This you should first remember. આટલું પહેલા માઇન્ડમાં બેસાડો. શું કીધું મેં? What I spoke, any solution which is neutral has pH 7. That is confirmed. pH 7 means the solution is neutral. Okay. Right? Now what happens, my dear student? It has been estimated by the scientists of the world. They have tested various acidic solution, various basic solution, and in acidic solution always pH turns out to be less than 7, and in basic solution always pH turns out to be more than 7. That means one thing is clear, one thing happens clear in your mind. Just I write, okay, if pH, I just write it, if pH is 7, then the solution is neutral. And if pH is less than 7, solution is acidic, and pH more than 7, solution is basic. Is it clear in your mind? Less than 7, we can go up to limit of 0, and more than 7, it is fixed limit up to 14 only. pH scale has been defined in the range of 0 to 14 only. Understand? But one thing has to be very clear in your mind regarding the pH scale. Let us write it down. What must be very clear in your mind? I am just showing. See, just try to understand. Okay? Suppose, my dear student, suppose this is pH scale. Though in textbook they have shown different way, doesn't matter at all. Okay? Suppose this is pH scale we are showing. Okay? Try to understand with me, because that is very important even for one line. Okay? Suppose this is pH scale, my dear student. Exactly in the middle we saw 7. Okay? Here I saw 0, and here I saw 14. 7. We are just showing for your clear understanding. 6. Just for the understanding. 5. 4. Okay. 3. 2. 1 and 0. 7, then 8. Okay. Then 9. 10. 11, 12, 13 and 14. Now, my dear student, just try to understand what I want to explain you in pH scale actually. What I told you, exactly if any solution is neutral, its pH is 7. That means, mind this, the pointer has to show 7 if the solution is neutral. Neutral solution means neither acidic nor basic. So obviously the pH is 7. We just now calculated about distilled water. Now what happens? Just try to understand. Acidity means the strength of the acid depends on concentration of which ion? Can you tell me? Hydrogen ion. Just try to understand what I am telling about acidity. If hydrogen ion concentration increases in the solution, I am showing it by upward going arrow so that you can understand that hydrogen ion concentration is increasing. Mind this word. If hydrogen ion concentration increases in the solution, obviously acidity increases. So for acidity also I will show the upward arrow. But what happens to the pH scale? So my dear student, pH scale decreases means the pointer will move this way as acidity increases. This is, you should understand the magic. Understand, because MCQs can be asked from this. This word you need to understand very clearly. As acidity increases, the pH decreases. You understood this word? So if I give two solutions, suppose chalo to solution A and B. A has pH 5.2, B has pH 4.1. Can you tell me which is more acidic? So obviously the solution which has less pH is more acidic than solution which has more pH, because acidity and pH are two controversial fact here. One increases, one decreases. Should I remind this statement again? Check. If hydrogen ion concentration increases in the solution, acidity increases but pH decreases. Is it clear? Now controversial to that another statement. Chalo. If you all know that the strength of the base means OH minus ion concentration. So actually what I am writing is that if concentration of hydroxide ion increases, then obviously basicity also increases, and my dear student, pH also increases. That means as the solution become more and more basic, the pH scale is going to increase. Exactly controversial to this. This is clear in your mind? Understand? Should I speak again? If concentration of hydroxide ion increases, basicity increases, and pH increases. Can I correlate these two? When I spoke here, suppose let us compare. Hydrogen ion concentration increases. Here what I spoke, hydroxide ion concentration increases. So can I relate this with this? When I spoke, hydroxide ion concentration increases. Can I speak hydrogen ion concentration decreases? That means this increases. Understand? So basicity increases and pH also increases. No doubt you do not have to calculate pH every time, because in market lots of devices are available for measuring pH. In market, universal indicator, which is a mixture of so many indicator, is available for measuring pH. When you add few drops of that indicator, universal indicator in solution, it will impart particular color, and from that color you are able to ascertain the pH scale, and that color bar are already given with the bottle. So you can understand that orange blue or orange red blue means this pH. pH paper which are specially impregnated with chemical or pH paper are also available in market for measuring pH scale. Understand? But either universal indicator or pH paper are not the exact measurement of pH. To get the exact measurement, actually in market pH meter is available, and that pH meter consisting of a special device having two electrodes which you have to dip in the solution, and it will give exact measure. Just now in market digitalized pH meter are available, like digitalized instrument available, understand, for measuring your blood sugar level, diabetes level. That way digitalized instrument and devices are available in market today for measuring pH. Okay, that is pH meter. So somewhat discussion about pH scale already, which was our target in today's lecture. In the next lecture we are going to discuss importance of pH in various aspects of life. Understand? So this is clear in your mind. Numerical of pH we will discuss when we will meet live in the classroom. Okay. So my dear student, thank you very much for Bharat sir for attending today's lecture.